He wants to. Don't matter.
I don't want to.
All right, are you?
They won't pay attention.
Okay, all right. So, all right. So we're working on mount escapes, and so we'll just go over basic elbow escape for mount here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on making a framework of my elbow inside her knee up to her hip, and my hand and my arm coming across her belt line. Okay, it doesn't matter which hand you have on top. But you just want to make sure that you're secure in creating this box. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to bump and shrimp, right? So my partner is currently seated way high on me here. So it's easier to kind of bump and move her around. If she's low, it might be harder to bump and get any sort of better action out of her, right? But still want to focus on shrimp. When we shrimp, we're not shrimping backwards, we're shrimping out to the side. My goal is to push her leg out so I can create space on the inside here. That's what I'm looking for, okay? It's really important that when you do this bump and shrimp, you avoid going too far over, because my partner will sync up on me, start rolling to take my back in a technical mount situation. So what I want to do is, instead of completely coming here and like putting my arms all the way over, you see how my box has shifted at that point, I want to keep my box framed across her hip. So now I'm here. So my box stays here. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look to either bring my top leg in or my bottom leg in. It's up to you, okay? If you bring your top leg in, we're looking to start towards a butterfly. And as I start towards a butterfly, then I'm going to look to guide her. My partner's going to look to stay connected to me. As I come through, I bring my bottom leg next, and we sit towards the butterfly. When I do my elbow escape, I want to bring my bottom leg through first. That's perfectly fine as well. I like to bring it straight up the center here as I rotate my head towards the foot, put my foot on her hip, and now I'm in a single X situation, which I can now rotate to start attacking the foot, to bring it across my hip for a leg drag situation, and look to start passing her guard, okay? Or do other leg locking submissions from here. So one more time. Basic concept, make a box, power shrimp, shrimp to the side. So I make my box, bump, shrimp. I'm trying to get as much space as possible, right? Kelly right now, for demonstrations purposes, didn't give me a lot of resistance, so it looks a lot more exaggerated, right? So when it's a little bit more real, you're not going to get as much space. So your goal is just to get as much space as you can. Right there, that's just enough. I can start to bring my leg through, and as she comes through, now I've got framework to stop her getting back towards the mount. I come up, find my butterfly, either double underhook, one over, one under. I've got shoulder lock here for my butterfly. And if you don't like butterfly, that's fine. We kick her legs out, bring it back towards the guard, wherever you're comfortable with. One more time. Shrimp. And I either bring the top leg or the bottom leg. Remember, if I bring the bottom leg through, I can come back towards single X. If you don't like single X, that's fine. You can then still bring the bottom leg or the top leg through and go back towards it again, right? Your only goal is to be escaping out of mount. So even if you come like there and she's still pressuring, right? I can take my leg out. Now I'm in half guard, and now we can work from half guard to recover our guard. Okay, makes sense? So that's where it is. All right, so that's basic mount escapes. Let's